time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Friday, February 7th. S&P down a cool 50. NASDAQ down 251, Russell down 25, Dow down 400. Gold is up 0.33%, silver's down 1%, notes and bonds are both red, 10-year yield up 1%, oil up 0.5%, natural gas down 3%, soybeans, corn, and wheat all finished red, euro and the pound are red. Bitcoin is up about 0.25%. VIX has expanded since yesterday's close. It's above 16.16. For today, I've got my BICs. I just did the AM tranches and then shut them down. I got stopped out on all the put sides. I did make a little bit of money on my long puts. So this shows I'm down 98. I'm probably up, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred. So I'll just let those expire. I didn't do any price action iron condors today. I did do a 1 DTE discretionary that I transformed into a risk-free downside vertical. So minimum profit of 130, max profit of 1130 if we close below 59.60 on Monday. Let's see. I did some day trades, made about 700. I got caught in that first flush on a couple, but managed to, well, I'll talk about those specifically here in a minute. Other than that, I got hit on a 6-7 put calendar. I'm still in another one that is pretty much a scratch, maybe down a teeny bit on. So I'm going to close that one out before the end of the day. I've decided to just not do calendars on Friday today. There's just a lot of tariff commentary risk, and I just don't feel like taking that risk for the weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip my Friday entries. And I mean, the most likely scenario is nothing will happen. I mean, we've had two big gap downs over the weekend, and so of course a lot of people are probably anticipating that as well, and it's probably not going to happen. But it's just more from the headline risk that I've just decided to pass on those today. So that is what I'm going to do. PLTR booked some profits on that vertical risk reversal. It's kind of scaled out on the way up. My Amazon and QCOM pre-earnings butterflies will be losers. And I think that is it. Oh, 2 RICs, both hit, early and late RIC. So my early one hit 35%, late RIC hit 45%. And then I'm in a discretionary RIC. Got in before the Trump presser, but haven't seen much movement. So that one's decaying, not in my favor. So we'll see if we get a move here before the end of the day. This press conference has been pretty friendly. I don't like the friendly ones. I was looking for some tariff bombs being thrown around, but not to be, I guess. I may just close it here shortly. I'll see what happens. So that's it for me. Chad, what about you? Is Chad here? Oh, there we go.
There you are. Yeah, light day of trading. I only did one day trade, and then that big flush happened, and so yeah, I had a Zoom call with someone at 9:30 Central. So that happened about a little after 9, and so I just didn't want to get in anything else because I was going to have to get off shortly anyway. Um, I entered just like I've done most of this week. I've been entering a little earlier than normal for my TLC trades based on expected move and how wide I can get. And so I got in about 10 to 15 minutes before that big drop. So I got flushed out really quick. Stopped out. And I was on the Zoom call, so I really wasn't paying much attention to it. But on the second drop is where I decided, well, I better get out of some of my puts now because they were very valuable. I was posting in my channel here. I saw $10 at one point. So I got kind of lucky with that one, and then entered another one around 10 after 11 and was able to catch a bunch of theta decay there. And the down move, I don't know, do you have your, see, do you have yours? Show SPX real quick. Sure. Trying to find your screen. For some reason, for some reason I'm seeing.
Oh, did I not?
I'm just seeing like I saw it earlier when you were talking, but now I can just see like your logo.
Now it's saying host disabled participant screen sharing. So did you do something on the screen share?
No.
Do you guys see my screen?
Hold on a second.
Huh.
Let's see here. Let me jump out of this meeting.
You might have logged in before me.
Let me jump out of the meeting and then I'll come back.
Okay. There we go. I went and talked through all my trades. Nobody said a thing. There we go. Now we should be good to go. You guys see my toss screen? Cool. All right. Should be back. Everybody still see my screen, I think.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So we got SPX there. Is that those aren't 5-minute bars? You have the 5-minute bars? There you go. All right. So entered about 11 in that consolidation on the bottom. Yeah, right in there. And then booked 20%. And then as it was trending up on that big down move, the next down move, I got out of 40%. And then on the bump up, it was 60 and out right there. Yep. My first entry was around the fourth 5-minute bar. So yeah, I've been entering earlier this week based on expected move and how wide I can get. So we had that big move down, and then there was a little bounce, and then so then that very next bar. So on that very next bar, when it went through lows of day, that was my decision to keep holding my puts for a while. I know it's always a big topic of debate on when should you get rid of your longs, right? And so I just went ahead and held on to them. because I didn't really know what was going on. And then so my puts on that next big down move, as it started to bounce a little bit, I shedded half. And then about 10 minutes later, I got rid of the rest of them. So got kind of lucky on that one. One thing I want to tell people to really look for when you're, and maybe people do this, I don't know, but it's something I do when you're trading TLC like this. The last 2 days have been vastly different. And so sometimes I see people and they're having conversations about the size of bars, but they're always relative to the range, right? So yesterday, at least on my 5-minute charts, the range I'm looking at with the bars was about 2 points. And then today it was 10 points. And so, I mean, this may be common sense. I don't know, but I'm just, if you're just looking at size of bars, you can be, I don't know what the word is. You can be fooled a little bit on
Yeah, because
how big
the chart's going to be sized based on the range
right,
of the day.
right. And so like I've seen people say like on a day like yesterday, man, that's a big bar. Well, I was only 5 points or 4 points, right? And then that same size of bar today could have been based on the range like 30 points. And so yeah, I mean, I don't like set my increments. Like it's just I've never done that. I suppose that might be a good thing to do, but it's whatever it is that day. But it's something definitely that I look at when I'm thinking about entering, because it's like, okay, well, or when I'm thinking about closing my longs, okay, like we just had a 35-point drop, and then there was a little bit of a bounce, and then another drop. And so I'm not going to get rid of my longs because the second drop wasn't as big as the first, but it was still a 15-point drop, So I don't know. That's just something I wanted to share that I look at whenever I'm making decisions on either entering or getting out of my longs.
Got some downside action coming in. We got Tesla breaking through lows. We got Coinbase approaching lows of day. S&P approaching lows. VIX getting a little pop. NASDAQ coming back down to lows. Feeling a little heavy. My Rick would love some heavy action. Let's see a little 6,000. Yes, a little 6,000 print. Yeah, you just never know what's going to come out of these press conferences. So,
Yeah.
I don't mind, like, I mean, I put it on a little early. The press conference started later than it was supposed to, but I don't mind putting these on, and then you can always just take them off right after and, give up a couple $100 or something like that, depending on your size. But I thought maybe there's still some to come. We'll see. I like the heaviness right now.
Yeah, Cosmo, that's a pretty good day, really, for a day like today. Um, if I didn't do an early entry, I'd probably been right there with you, having one full stop that would have been a big loss, and then one nice winner. So the key is keeping your red days small. Interesting, as I looked at kind of my week, I only had 11 trades, and 8 of those were AM iron condors. Probably because this week I was trying something a little bit different, entering earlier than normal. So it only had
So
three
is
other
Trump supposed
trades.
to do some executive orders today too? Let's see.
Yeah, set to sign new executive orders. I'm looking at it now.
That was at 1
Sometime,
o'clock.
but he's still talking, it looks like. Oh, wait, no.
No, he's off.
Yeah, those are highlights.
But the executive and financial juice, the executive order said 1 p.m. Central, and he speaks at 2 p.m. So I don't know if the schedule got all messed up or what.
So Ken, can you set? I'm sure you can. I've just never done it. Can you set your Thinkorswim charts to be certain increments? I mean, I know you can set them in
If you
5
go
minutes,
into
but
chart settings, so I'm on a 5-minute chart. Go to time. This would be price access. Fit predicted price ranges, maybe.
yeah, I've never done that. But that I could see how that could be helpful if you're wanting to have that same range every day and not get fooled by the size of the bars when the range is different.
Yeah, or what he was saying is you just squeeze it in manually
Oh
like this,
yeah,
and then
guess
you
could
can
do
just leave
that.
it.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. That's the easiest way. Okay. Yeah, that's something that maybe I'll start trying that. But I mean, I always look at it and I'm like, okay, this today the chart range is only 2 points, or it's 5 points, or now it's 10 points.
If we're going down, my discretionary Rick here needs below 15. Another 10, 12 points lower. Like we've got an expected move of about 11. So that would work. That'll work. Just need to do it fast. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Quick and easy.
I went to the store this morning and got me some Eagles Tears milk to drink.
Is that a brand or is that just a
Yeah, the Chateau Milk Company that's made in
Oh,
KC. You never had Chateau milk?
yeah, I grew up
Oh,
I grew up with Matt Chateau. He was one of my buddies in high school
oh, nice.
from
Yeah, here.
Plattsburgh.
I'll post a picture of it. Well, this was from this 2023, but this is they have the updated ones.
Beautiful. I'll have to send him a text about that one. That's nice.
Yeah, they're almost sold out today. It's good stuff.
Is it flavored or is it just regular milk?
Oh no, it's flavored.
Mm.
Let's see what. I forget what flavor it is.
Like a
And they have all kinds
like
of
a
different flavors.
mint flavor?
No, let me see if I can find it.
What does a good Eagles tear taste like? Cream? Cream, what do Eagles tears taste like? I don't know if cream's on here.
See if I can. Okay, it's a cheesecake flavored drink.
Oh,
Milk.
interesting.
Yeah, cheesecake milk, flavored milk.
All right, creeping back down. Let's go. Let's flush it. Eagles don't cry. Well, Eagles fans do. I don't want any of this dipping below the lows and bouncing. Let's get down and dirty. We do have some fun news next week. Next week, we've got
CPI. Yeah.
Powell testifying at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. We've got
Testifying.
CPI pre-market Wednesday, and then Powell testifying again at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. That's that thing he does. I think it's twice a year. Testifies in front of Congress, and they act like they hate him, and they ask him a bunch of stupid questions, and he defends himself. Thursday pre-market PPI, Friday pre-market retail sales. So,
I've had some really good
tariff talk.
I've had some really good days on CPI, PPI days the last few months because the movement's all been pre-market.
Yeah, it seems like if you get a big move on the first one, even if there's movement during the day, usually the second one, like so CPI is first. If there's a big move on CPI, then PPI ends up being pretty calm. It seems like to me. You got CrowdStrike cracking through lows. Going red on the day. PLTR, the mighty PLTR is finally coming down.
Profit taking,
Hit 116.30 after being at 100 yesterday.
Oh yeah. We gotta look at Slayton's count.
Netflix hit a new all-time high, and it's going red now. Tesla is just bleeding. My heart's a bleeding. Meta hit a new all-time high, but it's rolled over. Coin was up, and now it's still green on the day, but it's not looking too hot. AMD is weak. Nvidia has just been sideways all day. Microsoft is weak too. Big down move in Microsoft. Is down. Well, I guess it's down 1.6%. Looks like a big bar. Let's see what other stocks are doing here. Oh yeah, Pinterest is up 17%, but well off of its highs after earnings. Expedia is up 17% after earnings. Uber, 2 monster days in a row. Uber's up over 7%. SMCI is up 4. So the two stocks I had on my radar for being strong that I wanted to potentially get involved on the long side before the market opened were Uber and SMCI, but they just took off out of the gate. So I didn't really have a chance to get in. Uber had, I mean, theoretically, there's a couple positive pullbacks that you could have got in
Yeah.
Uber, but man, that thing just relentless to the upside.
I tried getting long hood.
Hood, yeah, Hood jumped up and then kind of.
Yeah, I got long with a pullback yesterday's high, and then I was quick to cut it if it went through it.
Did I take a Hood? I thought I took a Hood. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a loser for me.
Yeah, so you probably trying the same thing I was doing.
I was. I'll have to look. Let's see. Hood, I bought at 936.
Okay, so that'd been way after me. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
but
it
same idea.
it looked strong, but then it pulled back, but then it got strong again right under highs a day. So kind of the whole rebound runner concept, and it kept bouncing right here. So I got long thinking we may rip, but it fell apart, and then I got out, and then it ripped.
Yeah, that's a tough chart to trade right there.
Yep. Oh, come on. Where's my follow through? VIX is at highs of day.
I mean, there's green stocks still today. Roku up 4%.
Quite a few green. The Chinese stocks are all green. Crypto stocks are all green. Meta's up 0.5%. Well off of its highs, though.
I haven't even been following Roku anymore
I don't have it on my board.
since it just used to be
It's
the one I
just
traded
too
all the time.
spready. The options aren't great to trade.
No, not anymore, but it used to be, man. It used to be one of my favorites. I don't know why does that do that?
It's just the activity, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't even have 100 open
God, it
interest on a lot of these strikes.
used to be just, man, used to trade it all the time. Loved a good Roku upside volume runner.
On the red side, we've got Ulta Beauties down 6.6% for some reason. No earnings. Amazon is down 4% after earnings. Tesla is down 3.5%. Lulu down 3.25%. Goog is down 3%. A little continuation lower after it. Had earnings earlier this week. AVGO is down almost 3%. I didn't realize the market cap of Taiwan Semiconductor is so big. It's a top 10 company in the world by market cap. I was reading something today that had kind of the largest 10 companies by market cap, and TSM was like number 8. Nvidia unchanged on the day. I need at least below 60.15. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take a loss on my little Ricky. Any calendar traders braving the weekend? Ken's doing a 6-7.
I bet I know one.
Dick K's probably doing some.
I'll give you a guess. I'll give you a guess who I think's doing one. His name rhymes with Noel.
Well, he sounded like he was on board with me
Oh, is he?
in the calendar channel anyway. His response was no, maybe it wasn't him. Moel, you on the calendar train this weekend? Dark Avenger, you braving the waters? Oh, I like it, Cosmo. Dave S, small 6757. Yeah, I feel like I'm maturing as a trader. I'm taking less trades when I don't feel like I have an edge, which I think is a good thing. I'm 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 managing my FOMO really well lately. Although I did have some serious FOMO in Uber today for not getting in. But I didn't do anything about it. Yeah, I'm not doing any Friday calendars today, Naughty Dog. I just don't like all the headline tariff headline risk out there. Just gonna sit this one out. Just watch from the sidelines. It's got to be okay if the brave fortune favors the brave is what I hear. So maybe you guys will do good. Green after 1,600 worth of slippage, Joey. That's solid. What'd you say you had, like a $4 slip? So my Bics are pretty much done. I'm gonna let's see. With the long puts that I sold, my Bics will end 1845 minus 1608. So plus 237 on Bics. For three little tranches that all got stopped on one side. Ooh, is that what sent it up, Cosmo? Wow. Uh, I sell my, I have my Naughty Dog. I have my puts or I have my stops set to shorts only. So if I get stopped, then I will decide what to do with the long manually. Yeah, with TAT, one of the things you can do is you can set it up to reuse the longs. So, if I get stopped out and it's worth 5 cents or 10 cents, I don't do anything with it because TAT automatically reuses it on the next tranche, which is nice. Yeah, you can choose for Trade Steward to sell the longs, or you can do it yourself. I like to do it myself just in case, you get stopped in the midst of a quick big move, then you have the ability to book some profits. Whereas if you have them do it, then you don't get that opportunity. Of course, it works both ways too, right? Could be better off having them do it, but you get those situations where you get the quick, swift move, and then even just a couple minutes later, you could have made a lot more. Yeah, reusing the shorts Trade Steward doesn't do. It is a cool feature of TAT. All right, we got 32 minutes.
The video is
See what these butterflies are trading for. Still pretty cheap, it looks like. 25 butterflies, still under $1, 85 cents maybe less. So if you're in a trade, your premium's probably being held up pretty good right now. I haven't. I started to answer you, Naughty Dog, and then I read the rest of your question. I have not taken any bets on the game yet. I have to. Still can't. The sports gambling passed in Missouri in November, but it still isn't available. So I still have to drive to Kansas to place my bets. So I got to make a trip to Kansas across the border and figure out what I want to do. I'm definitely betting on the Chiefs. I mean, that's obvious. I think it's 1.5 point spread. Not sure what prop bets I'll take though.
US approved impossible $6.75 billion foreign aid foreign military sale to Israel. So just to repeat that, US approving possible $6.75 billion foreign military sale.
You guys know that Pat Riley, the old, the basketball coach, he has a copyright on the term three-peat. So every time that's used on a t-shirt or anything, he gets paid. After we win, I'm thinking about getting a copyright on 4-peat. I don't think anyone has that one yet. I heard, Chad, we are not, after we win, we're not going to have a rally after the parade this year.
Yeah, they said
Somebody
they'd
got
had the
shot last year.
parade. Yeah, they said they had the parade, but there wouldn't be like the rally at Union Station.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to have a big group rally, I mean, they should just do it at Arrowhead.
I mean, that's where Kelsey gets hammered and says really stupid stuff. I mean, that's the best part.
I know.
Saquon's a beast, but you know what? Chiefs have a really good run defense.
I saw a stat where every 100-yard gain that he had this year was against a defense that was like ranked in the bottom half of the league.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, Derrick Henry, we've stopped him many times.
Yep. That's the key. That's the key. We got to stop them.
If they can get pressure on Mahomes rushing 4 guys, then we could be in some trouble. But if they've got a blitz
Let's
to
just
get
do a little
pressure,
shake and bake and wiggle out
eat
of
them
it.
up.
I see. Are you another one of those bandwagoners? Eagles bandwagoner? I'm not bailing yet. I think we drop here. It's too heavy. It's just heavy. It can't hold its head up. Tesla's going to pull it down. AMD's about to break lower. Uber's falling off the board. Apple through lows of day. Things, we're going to crash. It's a good question, Dark Avenger. In fact, I have not. So you said you were on the phone with them and confirmed it. And did you call them because you were getting rejected putting an order in first? Let's see. I'm going to just do a little test trade right now. And is that across the board? It's not based on a certain account value or anything like that? Because I think like Tasty ended up doing that, but only with accounts under 25K or under 15K or something like that. Yep, rejected. I just did a 1 lot of a 6/7 put calendar, rejected. Woo! Trader, they just keep continuing to make really dumb decisions. They had such an opportunity to take market share from when TD got bought out by Schwab, and they messed that up. They messed up their whole portfolio margin opportunity. Their technology sucks. Their API has issues. Ugh. Yeah, so Climb Time, what happened is they have essentially what they do is they, with a calendar, let's just say with a single put calendar, right? You are selling the front and you're buying the back. So you're selling the 6-day, you're buying the 7-day. They don't take into consideration the long option on the 7-day. So they treat your margin as if you just sold a naked put. Or on a double calendar, you're selling a put and a call in the front. And so they're just using that as your margin requirement. So it's like, selling naked options in SPX is not really feasible. Yeah, so Tasty just did the same thing in relation to, but only on smaller accounts. I don't remember what the cutoff was, and then there was talk about Schwab doing it whenever they bought TD, but I think they got so much backlash that they ended up not. And it's still fine on Schwab, but hopefully they don't follow suit as well. Otherwise, calendars might become obsolete. I'm not interested in putting up 100 grand for a 2-lot calendar. There's always good old IBKR, Morrow. That is right. I don't think they would budge. They seem like they're yeah, I think they would probably hold strong. Maybe that would be the solution. Do my calendars with TAT. So that's a good point. I guess I couldn't have done my calendars anyway today, like I was, unless I could have done them in toss, but yeah. Ask Morrow about the customer service. He loves them. I've never even attempted. I've just I used to have an IB account. My very first account was an IB account back in 1999. And I remember the customer service being god awful back then, especially for somebody who had no clue what they were doing. And sounds like it hasn't gotten better in 25 years. Yeah, come on back down. Back down. We got a little over 21 minutes. All right, so my Amazon and QCOM butterflies are so far out of the money that I'm just going to let those expire.
Yeah, it's over 2. This is my first week ever trading those.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder we had a
That's
couple
true.
losers. Just remember, if price were to settle between the short and the long strike, you'd be assigned.
Right.
And it's not where the price closes, it's where it settles, which is not for another hour and a half. So if, for some reason there's a big crazy move up in Qualcomm or Amazon, you would get assigned over the weekend if
Yeah.
pretty low chance right now, but just keep that in mind. If it's anywhere close, I just close it.
Yeah, I would have probably, if it had been profitable, I probably would have closed.
Yeah, Dark Avenger, I don't even use their interface. I just use TAT. I can't imagine using the IB interface to actually trade on. Morrow's a pro now. Yeah, I remember. And some people, they get used to it. They love it, man. I mean, it's powerful if you get used to it, but all right. Well, need a big down move for MOC, I guess. I mean, 10 points. 10 points will break me even. That's all I can ask. Ten down or 20 up. Either one will work. That's about right. It's just not intuitive, man. It is just, I don't know. Now I got to get out of my, had an order at 315 to get out of my second 6-7. That's not hitting. So I'm going to get out of that now. Come on. Let me out.
So far, it's holding up like it don't want to flush.
Oh, it wants it. It wants it real good.
It's fighting it.
Basically, it wants to spook the children before the weekend because of the past two sell-offs. Get all the bulls out, and then it's going to bounce Sunday night. Watch. That's my crystal ball prediction right there. Krish is in India right now, if anyone was wondering.
Because I haven't heard from him in a while.
Five minutes till MOC. Yeah, you didn't you picked a tough time, Abosh, to start trading calendars. Yeah, I hope Toss and Schwab doesn't follow on that path. But the brokerage industry is, there's a lot of copycat type stuff going on. Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts is not going to know what to do with the Spags pressure. Should have done it then, Dark Avenger. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do it only if I do it. And we've got 12 and a half minutes to go. So don't spend your Wooga money yet. I still got my anti-Wooga in play. I like it. Discount. Represent. You need me to send you a jersey or anything? Or you got your Chief swag covered. There you go.
There's Moel.
Wide wing Wooga.
It's holding off like it don't want to flush.
It's just waiting for the 6 Billy sell number. Here in about 1 minute. $30 butterflies, still only $1.30. Options are pricing in a little movement here. All right, MOC incoming. First move is up. 30 million sell side. Nothing. Nothing burger. Nvidia is a little bouncy. Microsoft a little bouncy. Coinbase bounced. All right. Maybe my discretionary Rick is not to be today.
Now, but it gets to lows of day. That holds though.
Got a couple $100 more of risk, so see if we can get a late day move here. Holmes, I'm going to work a 60-30 fly. like it's trading for maybe, might be getting close. Videos pulling things up. Big move up in Nvidia.
VIX going up though.
Trading at 60.30. My 60.30 fly is still staying cheap. Doesn't look like it's close to $2. Yeah, man, they are keeping those flies a little cheap. I mean, we have had some significant moves today. Under 6 minutes. Now that 30 fly looks like it might be getting close. Nvidia still moving up. All right, working a 30 and a 25. 5 minutes. Back down to 25, but no fill on the 25s. Looks like it should be filling. There it is, 25 filled. All right, now we can crash. Now's the time for the crash. Let's see, what did I get into this for? 475. I need a quick flush in 3.5 minutes. VIX still creeping up a little bit. 16.6. Doesn't look like it wants to happen. Amazon had a little drop. Coinbase dropping a little bit. ELTR just went red on the day. NVIDIA making a run. Well, it's not quite close to highs of day, but a little bounce here in the last hour. Well, pretty decent week of Ricks. This one's going to put a little damper on my weekly Rick profit. Mahomes needs a move away from 25. One minute. $27. There's 28. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 60, 26.01. Looks like. All right, so discretionary Rick a loser, Mahomes a loser. Couple calendar losers. One DTE transformer will be a winner. Day trade's a winner. Bix, a small winner. So I think small red on the day. All right, all. That is a wrap for the week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Stay safe. Have a good weekend, and we'll chat with you soon. Cheers.